Hey, so common question at this time of the year and as winter progresses, can I peek into my hive to make sure my bees are still alive? That answer and much more coming up after this stunning introduction that's supposed to reiterate that I know what the heck I'm talking about. Well, looky there. Got a great flight day. I'll tell you what, if the sun comes out, we're really going to see the air fill up. But some of you may be wondering, and I've had people ask me this over the years, can you check your bees? Will it kill your bees if you check them this time of the year? And the biggest danger for your bees, if you're checking them in the winter time, the fall time, is wind, really. And so, I mean, even if it's 32 degrees outside, if you just pop the lid to see what's inside real briefly, it's really not going to hurt anything. But you can definitely, today it's like 50 something degrees. And so you can just take a peek, and these bees are obviously alive. And I also have bees pooping on my head, which is a really weird feeling, especially when you're bald. But and the other thing too to not be worried about is, we're getting ready to send these bees to California. So we try to go in with larger winter clusters. Those of you that are not concerned about having bigger winter clusters, your cluster might be smaller. And as bees fill up, when they're making their brood nest for the winter, as a general rule, you're going to have the brood, pollen, and nectar. And so this is going to be filled with nectar. And in the beginning of the year, or the beginning of the winter, I should say, the bees are going to move down to the bottom and then slowly work their way up. So, I've had more than a few times where I've popped the lid and don't see anything and I panic. But it's just because they're in the bottom part of the hive. So don't worry about it. But yeah, feel free to pop the lid and take a look. Here's our, almost lost him. Here's our nukes that we've been following for the last 2 years. I got to replace the lid on this thing. But as you can see, as long as your bees are healthy, your equipment doesn't have to be perfect. Obviously the lid needs to be replaced on that one, but they're still doing fine. And then this is our other one, which a little bit weaker on the top, but I'm going to venture to say that they're the majority of the clusters further down in here. But anyways, yeah, so there's a little update, and happy beekeeping. And as you can see, I have friends joining me, and I have to admit, it feels, except for when they sting you like that, it feels really good to actually be out with the bees, even if you have the odd cranky one that happens. Anyways, we'll catch you later.